getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. Here's the former K-Stater Matthew McCrane to get this one started. And off we go from Oakland. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Rock 57. 57.
To throw is King. Throwing to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, switch. Check three. Tight guard.
Operating from the gun. King. He sets to fire deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. King now operating from the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 6 yards away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Set, 20. Check, 55, come on. Drop the pass.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. That'll be caught by Rice. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. First down, Mayfield. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Now Gurley staying down. Well, let's hope he's all right. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run on the draw. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Broncos first down.
180. Switch up.
A first down throw for Mayfield, and he fires one incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra?
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Got a man open, it's Sutton. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
A 61-yard attempt.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield.
Check 50. Shift. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
On first down, King. Flush to his right. And this one complete to Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider. First down. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's see what you got. Mike's 57's mine. You go night. Check 13. Check 3. No. Double up.
King from the gun, he'll throw. He's got Smith here. All the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. In for the score. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him.
You make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
They're on 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. 57 to
Now King on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He'll run it. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Here's King on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Rush in. Check 26, check 26. Be dead.
To throw is King. Throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's...
What do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. King eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down.
Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go then. Let's go. Bring it. Check. Get it.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Ready? 94.
Brought down at the 18-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll set up a throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
On the ready.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Move. Four down. Alert three. Check.
Bravo. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Rolling to his right. He's going to and that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've got
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sua Cravens gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are on the right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
New Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant. SOS. Go.
From the gun, King. And that is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore. Yards.
Mayfield on first down. That's caught by Howard. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 19 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. King to throw again. And that is incomplete here.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
52. Watch Mike. Ain't no such thing. Echo. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Now King to throw on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here's King throwing on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is King. Going to throw again. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Operating from the gun, King. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 24, check 24, go. It's a safety creep. He's crossing. He's checking crack.
King now, throwing again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Looking to throw. King flushed out right. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Back to throw. King. And a catch made by Hopkins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Washington. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end. But running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Everyone's got 4 down.
King from the gun, he'll throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Hopkins. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Mike, 20, 55. Know your job. I got you.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Mayfield to throw it, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off near his own 48. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. 38 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Gonzalez by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now King on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
52's the mic. Bandit. Bandit.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Here's King. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here go.
Looking to throw. King. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. That will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Mayfield now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Mayfield down. And now here is another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 36-yard line.
52, right 52. Let's make these babies cry all the way.
2nd and 3. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. That one complete to Hill. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
180.
Stop your whining. Man left, man left. We got
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete then. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre. He's got a man, complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Back to throw. King. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Check safety, throw it on him. Hey, switch. Ready.
2nd and 2. Sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Bring it.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
That's it, baby. We gonna work. Ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check.
Looking to throw. King flushed out right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Switch. Check 99.
To throw is King on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Smith. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Danny. Watch the twist. The twist.
King now operating from the gun. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
I got you, son. Check. Shift. Switch.
King to throw again. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brooks. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
57's the Mike. You can't block me. 57's the Mike. Watch looks now.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
57. Mike 57. Here I come. Watch that.
Now King from the gun, he'll throw. It's complete to Hopkins. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the gun, King. The quick slant caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Mayfield looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Mayfield. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You ain't going nowhere.
What? Go. Mike 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Whip. Watch the whip. Go.
Last 50 seconds.
Go.
Operating from the gun. King. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. King. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Jam. Check. Fresno. Go.
Here's King throwing on 4th down. Over the middle, complete. That's Brooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
possession. Let's go.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
I got one. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
To throw is King. Throwing on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
At the 17-yard line.
Ready. 52, right 52. Come on. Watch the pass. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Behind it.
2nd and 4. He'll buy some time right, and he hits Drake. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. King now, operating from the gun. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I'm going to hit you all day.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
We got 4.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Man open, Rice. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
First down, Broncos.
From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sewer Cravens able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going with Lindsey. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Let's go, defense.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.